Welcome to Shruti's online school, where we believe that learning should always be fun. Get your notebook, pen, pencil, eraser ready. Keep your mind focused and let's start learning. Hello everyone. Today we are going to see estimating to the nearest hundreds by rounding. So here you can see there are a set of numbers starting from 300 at intervals of 10, 310, 320, 330, 340 and so on till 410. So now let us see certain numbers. For example, if you see 310, 320, 330, 340. If I take these examples, 310, 320, 330 and 340. These numbers, these set of numbers are closer to 300 as compared to 400 when you look at this number line. So therefore 310, 320, 330, 340 they are rounded off to the closest or to the nearest 100, that is 300. So what we get ultimately is the numbers from 1 to 49 are rounded off to the nearest 0. Like for example, from the number 301 to 349. These numbers 301 to 349 are closer to 300 as compared to 400. Hence, these all will be rounded off as 300. Whereas I start from 350, I go to 399. 350 is exactly at the center of 300 and 400, starting from 350, 351, 352 till 399. They are closer to 400 as compared to 300. Hence, the numbers 350 to 399 will be rounded off to the closest 100, that is 400. So, the general rule what we learn is 1 to 49, they are rounded off to the nearest 0. 50 and 51 to 99 are rounded off to the nearest 100. Let us solve these examples which will build up our confidence more. Let's get started. You all can pause the video for a minute or two and then solve. Let's start. 9,538. So when you see 9,538, 38 comes into the category of 1 to 49. So they are rounded off to the nearest zeros. So what we write here is 9,500. Then the next number is 49,740. When you see this 740, when you look at 40, 40 also comes into the category of 1 to 49. So they are rounded off to the nearest 0. So here 49,740. We are going to write it will be 700. Okay, it will be rounded off to the nearest hundreds, that is 700. Then the next number they have given is 9,890. If you look at this 9090, you will see it falls into the category of 51 to 99. So they are rounded off to the next hundreds. So the next hundreds here will be 9,890. And after that, the next 100 after 800 will be 9,900. Then we have the next number 5,850. So here when you compare this 50, you see 50 is rounded off to the next 100. So here 5,850, next 100 will be 5,900. 5,850 will be rounded off as 5,900. Next what we have is 278. If you look at 78, 78 is coming in the category of 51 to 99. So it is rounded off to the next 100. So the next 100 will be after 278, next will be 300. Then 249. 49 again, 1 to 49 are rounded off to the nearest 0. So 249. The nearest 0 is 200. So here this will be rounded off as 200. Then we have 731. You see 31 comes into the first category. 1 to 49 are rounded off to the nearest 0. So 731 nearest 0 is 700. Then we see the next example 525. Again 1 to 49 is rounded off to the nearest 0. So nearest hundreds or 0. So 500 nearest 100 is 500. Only 600 is the next. So we round it off as 500. Then we have 6,751, 51. So 51 to 99 are rounded off to the nearest hundred. So after 6,700, the nearest hundred is 6,800. 319. This is 1 to 49, so it is rounded off to the nearest hundreds. That is, nearest hundred will be 300, whereas 400 will be farther. So we round it off as 300. 850. 5050 is rounded off to the nearest hundred. So nearest hundred after 800 is 900. 1186. So your 86, which means 86 is rounded off to the nearest 0. 86 will be rounded off to the nearest 100. Yes. So 1100, the nearest 100 will be 1200. So here we write it as 1200. Now we are going to learn how to estimate to the nearest thousands by rounding off. So here you can see a set of numbers starting from 1000, 2000, 3000 and it goes on till 12,000. So if I take these two, this range 1000 to 2000. So if there is any number which is 1001 or 1025 or it is 1163 or it is 1249 or it is 1386, 88, 1499. Okay, these all are closer to the nearest 1000. So these all numbers will be rounded off as 1000 because they are close to 1000. But on the other hand, if I have written numbers like 1500 or 1626, 1789, 1852, 1900 or 1985, these all numbers are closer to the next 1000, that is 2000. These all are farther than 1000 and these all are closer to 2000. So these all are rounded off as 2000. So what we learn, moral of the story is 1 to 499 is rounded off to the nearest zeros, that is 1000 in this case. Then 500 to 999 is rounded off to the nearest 1000. In this case, the nearest 1000 is 2000. So 500 and 501 to 999 is rounded off as the nearest 1000. So in this case, the nearest 1000 is 2000. Let us see some more examples. It is simple logic. You just have to remember it is estimating to the nearest thousand. So when we are estimating to the nearest thousands, we keep this criteria of hundreds in mind. Then when we are estimating to the nearest tens, okay, we keep the ones factor 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6, 7, 8, 9 and 5 in mind. Then we are estimating to the nearest hundreds, a lesser digit is tens. So we keep 1 to 49 and 50 to 99 in mind. And now when we are estimating it to the nearest thousands, we keep in mind one lower place value, that is 100. So we check 1 to 499 and 500 to 999. Let's pause the video for a minute or two and then we'll solve this. Okay, let's get started. Here the question is 3573. We have to round it off to the nearest 1000. So one lesser below thousands, we have the next lower group as 100. So you have to keep in mind 1 to 499 and 500 to 999. So 573 comes in the category of 500 to 999. So it is rounded off to the nearest 1000, that is 3000. After that we have 4000. So 573 is closer to 4000. So this will be rounded off as 4000. Next example is 4404. Again this 404 is between 1 and 499. So here we take the nearest 0. The nearest thousands is 4000. 5000 is further. So we round it off as 4000. Then we have 7,805. So this 805 is closer to the next thousands after 7,000, 8,000. So therefore we round it off as 8,000. Then we have 63,553. Again, your 553 is closer to the next 1,000. That is, after 63,000, we have the next 1,000 as 64,000. So it is rounded off as 64,000. Then we have 75,437. 437 falls into the category of 1 to 499. So this is rounded off to the nearest zero. So the nearest zero is of 75,000 and 76,000 is farthest. So we take 75,000 as the nearest rounding. Then we have 4,499. So this 499 again falls into the first category of nearest zero. So 4,000 nearest zero is 4,000 only. So we write it as 4,000. Then we have 2,239. So this hundreds 239. Also we round it off to the nearest zero. So that is 2,000. 5,565. So 565 is rounded off to the nearest 1,000. So 565 is in the category of 500 to 999. So this next thousands after 5,000 is 6,000. So therefore we round it off as 6,000. Lastly, 8,104. 104 falls into the category of 1 to 499. It is taken to the nearest zero. So 8,000, the nearest thousands or zero is 8,000. Hence we round it off as 8,000. Now we move on to the next subtopic, that is expansion of brackets. So here we are going to see that how bigger numbers can be broken down into smaller numbers by the help of brackets and they can be solved. So here what we do is we write 6 as it is. 108 is a bigger number which can be broken up into 100 plus 8, which will make our multiplication and addition easier. So here the outer number 6 I will multiply by the internal number 100 and then I will put addition sign. Then I will multiply the external 6 with the internal 8. So here what I will get is 6 multiplied by 100, this plus as it is, and again 6 multiplied by 8. So 6 multiplied by 100 gives 600 plus 6 8 is 48. And when we add both of them, we get 648. Then the next example which we have is 103 into 105. So 103 again is a bigger number and 105 is also a bigger number. We just break both of these numbers into hundreds. That is 100 plus 3 multiplied by 100 plus 5. Here again, when we have to multiply 100 and plus 3 with this 100 plus 5, here again we break it into smaller and simpler brackets. That is this 100 multiplied by the whole bracket 100 plus 5. Then the other one, that is plus 3, which is remaining from this bracket, that will be multiplied by the whole bracket 100 plus 5. So let us write that it will be multiplied by 100 plus 5. Now again we are going to multiply all the external numbers with the internal numbers one by one and write the answer. Again external numbers multiplied by internal numbers and write the answers, and then we will solve it. So here 100 which is out multiplied by the 100 inside bracket plus 100 which is out multiplied by the internal number 5 plus 3 multiplied by 100 which is inside, again plus 3 multiplied by 5 which is inside. 100 into 100 will do 1 ones are 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. Copy same, that is 10,000. 100 multiplied 5 is 500. Plus 3 multiplied by 100 is 300. 3 multiplied by 5 is 15. Now we just have to add all of these numbers. We'll write the digit one below the other, 10,000. From units place we start writing 500. Then again we start writing units place 300 and then 15. Simple addition. 5, this is 1, 5 plus 3, 8, this is 0 and this is 1. So this gives 10,850. Now we move on to the next examples. You are in this expansion of brackets. First example given is 15 multiplied by 108. So here we can see that 15 is a smaller number whereas 108 is a bigger number. So we break it up into 100 plus 8 into hundreds. We break it up. So here I will write 15 as it is. 108 is broken up into 100 plus 8. So 15 will be multiplied by 100 plus 15 will be multiplied by 8 also, because these numbers are inside the bracket. This will be multiplied by what is there outside the bracket. 15 multiplied by 100 and 15 multiplied by 8. Now 15 multiplied by 100, 15 ones are 15 and 2 zeros. 15 eights is 120. We add it in the rough column 1500 and 120. 0 2, so we get it as 1620. Now we see the next example, that is 4 bracket 8 minus 2. So 4 has to be multiplied by 8, then minus in between, and 4 has to be multiplied by 2. So here 4 multiplied by 8 minus, this is in one bracket and the other one is 4 multiplied by 2. 4 eights is 32 minus 4 twos are 8. And then when you do subtraction, units below units you write. 2 minus 8 you cannot do, this is 2, this is 12 minus 8 gives 4, it's 2 as it is. So we get it as 24. Now we'll see some word problems. How we can solve these word problems using brackets. Sam and Paul work for 6 hours a day and 7 hours a day respectively. The term respectively means Sam's working hours are 6 hours a day, Paul's working hours are 7 hours a day. And both of them work for 5 days a week. So in a week, out of 7 days, they work for 5 days. How many hours do both of them work in a week? So both of them work in a week. They are asking about the total. So here what we are going to do is, one is working for 6 hours, which is different than the other working hours 7 hours. But these both, they work for 5 days a week. So both are working for 5 days. So therefore we are multiplying by 5. Now 6 and 7 are in brackets. So 6 and 7 total will give you 13 multiplied by 5 is equal to 65. This usage of brackets makes our job very easy. Other than this, you could have done a longer method, which is not advisable, but I'll just show you for comparison. Sam is working 6 hours a day like this, 5 days a week. Paul is working for 7 hours a day like this, 5 days a week. 6 5s is 30 and then 7 5s is 35. And when you add both of this, you get 65. So both are working for 65 hours in the whole week. So here using brackets makes our work easy. Now we move on to the next example. Next example is Anne and Ria bought the same number of books at different rates from different bookstores. Anne bought for ₹50 and Ria bought for ₹45. They bought 10 such books. Both of them bought 10 such books. Who paid more and by how much? So here whatever is the similar category that we put inside bracket. Similar category is the price of books. One paid ₹50 whereas the other paid 45. So here you say one paid a higher price, other paid a smaller price, but they both bought 10 copies of such books. So what we are going to do is we are going to insert a bracket. Inside the bracket, the bigger number is 50 because that was a bigger price paid, whereas the smaller price was 45. But both bought 10 copies, and we have to find out that who paid more. So we need to find out the difference. So 50 minus 45 gives 5 multiplied by 10. Okay, so here 50 rupees. What we get is 5 multiplied by 10 is 50 rupees is the difference. Okay, so 50 rupees was paid more by Anne because she bought it at a higher price. The same thing if you would do without bracket, it would be Anne bought 50 at the rate of 50, 10 books. So 50 into 10 gives 500. Whereas Ria bought at the rate of 45 rupees 10 books, which is 450. She bought at a higher price, so 500 minus 450 will give us 50 rupees. So here you can see by both the methods we are getting the same answer, but this is quicker and simpler. As compared to this, here logic is used. So maths is very simple by using logic. Hope you enjoyed this lesson. Please like, share and subscribe to Shruti's online school. Your subscription really matters to me. Don't forget to press on the bell icon to be alerted for new videos. See you in the next lesson. Bye.